I'd now like to introduce Greg Oberle, the drama teacher from Kearny High School, who will put on a presentation for us before we get to the superintendent's remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my classroom, or at least that's what it usually is. My classes aren't usually quite this crowded. I'm glad you're here this evening. There would be no theater without language, and there is nothing as celebratory and perfect as its incomparable position in theater. These words, written by Jack O'Brien, the artistic director at the Old Globe Theater, are superbly demonstrated by my 120 drama and stagecraft students. My students every year read, analyze, and create artistic interpretations of our 5 productions. The scene you're going to see tonight from our recent production of Cheaper by the Dozen was designed and directed by the students. This particular play focuses on a father from the 1950s with a family of 12 children, one of whom is growing up a little faster than he might prefer. And since you're all here anyway, a shameless plug, Once Upon a Mattress opens June 7th and 8th right here in this room. Thank you very much for coming. Please enjoy our scene.
Frank, I won't have you embarrass Sam.
Well, what do you want me to do? Go sit in the kitchen?
Yes. Well, we're going to have a talk before you say anything to that boy. He may be nice. He's the cheerleader!
That settles it!
Now, Frank.
Anyone would think that boys are more important than mathematics projects.
What next?
Hey, the gang's out here. What's the matter? Didn't you hear me honk?
We heard you.
Some horn, hey?
These are my brothers and sisters in the back.
And the babies are upstairs.
Some family.
You're the first cheerleader we ever saw up close.
Gee, how do you like my tie? That's a William Tell tie. You pull the bow and it hits the apple. See? A William Tell tie. You pull the bow and it hits the apple. Some tie, hey? Say, we're running late. We better shove off.
I think my dad might want to meet you first.
I think maybe he will.
The gangs are down there. We ought to get going.
Do you have time to show us how you lead a cheer?
Yeah.
No! Show us a cheer!
I'd like to see that.
Sure thing.
Not now! Are you crazy?
I'll show you one cheer, and then we'll get going. Okay? Okay.
No, don't!
What are you worrying about? Come on and follow me. Ready? Let's have a who!
Ho!
Rah!
Rah!
Ray!
Ray!
And a tiger from Montclair High.
And a tiger from Montclair High!
A who!
Ho!
Rah!
Rah!
Ray!
Ray!
And a tiger.
And a tiger!
I want to hear you holler now. Ready?
Ready!
Who!
Ho!
Rah!
Rah!
Ray!
Now, Frank,
Dad, I'd like you to meet Mr. Joe Scales.
How do you do, young man?
Hi, Pop.
remember,
Dad, Joe's asked me to have a soda with him down at the drugstore. He says all the gang's down there.
But we have a project.
I'd like to go, Dad.
I'm always reasonable. A soda shouldn't take long.
You mean I can go?
Sure you can, honey.
Oh, Dad!
Okay, let's see now. I can take time out for 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Take time out for what?
Chaperone you, of course.
A chaperone with me?
Well, you didn't think I was going to let her out of the house alone with you.
What's wrong with me?
It would take more than 15 minutes to explain that.
I can't walk into the drugstore right in front of everybody, followed by a girl's father.
Well, what's wrong with me?
Young man, I think that's what they call a rhetorical question.
I don't care if it is. I'm not going to be chaperoned in any drugstore.
Joe,
Don't you,
please.
don't you trust your own flesh and blood?
Of course he does.
Certainly I trust Dan. I trust all my children. It's cheerleaders I don't trust.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I'm leaving. I'll get someone else.
A judicious decision.
Oh, Joe, wait.
I must have been crazy.
Some date, hey.
Wait till I tell the guys at the drugstore what happens when you dated Gilbert.
You're not going to tell everyone. It isn't Anne's fault.
Wait till they hear. You get no more dates like me.
Well, a hooray and a tiger for us.
Huh?
Dad! Oh, Joe, wait till I talk to you. Oh, I don't see what harm would have been done if I would have had a soda with him. He's going to tell everyone. I'm so embarrassed.
Cheerleaders, absolute waste of time. I'll tell you what, we'll just do a little bit on the mathematics project, and then I'll take you all to the movies. We'll get a lot of candy and popcorn and have a wonderful